I say this whenever I talk about you guys. You are, in my estimation, what Sargon and Tim Pool and what the anti-SJW sphere should have been.
Thank you.
High guys, praise. No, you guys are exactly what it should have been, where it's hey, we're liberals. We got some conservative sympathies. But here's where the left has absolutely lost its fucking mind. Let's call them out on their bullshit.
Look who it is.
We were almost getting ready to quit. What took you so long? Come on.
Work. I'm in the wage cage. What do you want?
The way I heard you say that before. That's such a great line. The wage cage. I like it.
That sounds like something a commie would say.
Wages are theft. Do you know that?
I'm thinking about launching like a 100K, 7K a month, like fund drive to get me out of the wage cage. I don't know if people feel bad enough for me to try to get me out of there, though. But
I don't think anyone's going to pay $100,000 a month to get you out of the wage cage.
I was just looking for 10K a month.
Oh, I thought you said 100K.
No, 7K a month would match what I'm doing right now. So I don't know if anybody feels bad enough. My wife might yell at me because I literally just jumped on immediately after getting off of work. The kid's playing in the other room. But anyways,
you tell her what's for.
Yeah, but if y'all are you already done catching up on your super chats and all
Not
that?
even close, but we'll always talk to you. Well, we won't always talk to you, but we'll talk to you right now.
Well, anyways, it's not that big of a deal. I was just spurging in the group Twitter chat, but I just wanted to congratulate you. I said this on my own stream, and I wanted to say this both to your faces. I appreciate y'all, because a lot of people would, in the face of people that they are ostensibly politically aligned with who have a disagreement, they would just go, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And like, y'all were like, fuck that. Like let's debate this shit. I got my own perspective. And I think you can see a lot of people, especially in the Twitch politics sphere, they like to bend the knee just for clout. So seeing y'all kind of debate it passionately was cool.
What do you mean by bend the knee for clout? That's fascinating.
Well, I think so. For instance, that what was it? That leftist who made a huge takedown video of Vaush, but then he went onto the show and they talked about it, and then he was like, if you're gonna come at somebody,
perfect example.
Yeah, so basically just be willing to back up your perspectives and your criticisms and all that kind of stuff. You don't have to be a dick, right? But if you have your perspective, don't have somebody who walks in the room who has a little bit more influence in your space and then immediately kowtow to their position. So it was refreshing. So I wanted to say,
well, thank you.
We are fucking kind of anti-clout chasing anyway. Like, we're not really looking to...
We're anti-click, okay?
Yeah.
We're the hipsters of YouTube, okay? We're the cool kids club. We're anti-click. No one tells us what to do.
And we've had a long history of actually just arguing with Sargon anyway, and we agree on nothing. When have we ever? This is the thing, because so there's this guy. I don't know if you know the drama between us and this YouTuber Quackademic Agent. Quackademic Agent. We did a response video too, and he kind of spurred out and made like 4 response videos. And we tried to get him
10 response videos.
I think there was technically 5, but I think there was like a off the cuff one and then a 4.
How long were they? That's
hours. I mean, they were like 30 minutes of video, I think. But we were like trying to get him to come on and talk to us, and he wouldn't do it. But one of our mutual friends is Sargon, and so Sargon did a debate with him, and basically Sargon adopted our position in that debate and kind of destroyed him. And we were thinking, Sargon, how come you never come on our show and have a position that we actually agree with? Every time you come on the show.
That's no fun, right? Like you gotta have something to fight about. So, but that I don't know. So I'm not. Listen, last time I interacted with Sargon's content was like probably 2016, 2017. Where
really?
He was like,
holy cow.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was he was doing all the takedown anti-SJW videos and like reading like really shittily written articles by SJWs and all that kind of stuff. And I felt like there was a pattern that I kind of recognized. So I was just like, like not for me. But I kind of, in that conversation, I know I was spurging out and I was sending y'all a bunch of like what I felt like were the next points, and then Sitch said,
"It's like fine. I wasn't reading them." So
yeah, I know, but you ended up saying like everything that I was thinking anyway. So I
okay. Well, there you go. Well, that's good. We're on the same.
Yeah, you didn't even need any coaching. So, but the one thing that kind of frustrated me is like, liberalism, right?
Mhm.
Is it universal principles or is it specific? Is it something that's only for the Americas and for Europeans, or is it something that like can be adopted by the whole world? And I feel like that's the diversion in perspective during that conversation, but also the diversion in perspective with somebody like Nick Fuentes, where he doesn't think liberalism is good. He doesn't
Right.
think constitutional Americanism is good. So, what are you right wing about? Because if the right wing is people who want to maintain some tradition, liberal conservatives want to maintain liberalism and constitutionalism and republicanism, and these Christian theocrats, they want to maintain Christianity and reinstitute Christian theocracy. So there's actually like two different right wings that have completely almost contradictory values.
Right. Well, I mean, that kind of came up we had a conversation that I wasn't a big fan of with Distributus some months back. I basically said, like, this whole appeal to traditionalism is a fallacy because it always starts with, well, with what you just said. Where do you stop? Where is the tradition that you're pulling from? How far back do you go? And I think because like with you know, if you're going to call Nick Fuentes a conservative, which I wouldn't, but if you are and you're say he's appealing to tradition, or if Quackademic or any of the neo-reactionaries are appealing to tradition, they're just saying we want to go back to before liberalism. We want to go back to, you know, the monarchy or whatever. And you can just play that game, you know, infinitely.
Yeah, and so I want to spread this term in the dissident right spheres through debate and conversation. It's like, you're not a conservative. The father of conservatism is Edmund Burke, and he had a kind of like a formula for, you know, preserve what needs preserving, let go what doesn't need preserving, and then that way society can progress at a stable rate instead of the revolutionary anarchy of the French Revolution, or at the stagnant, borderline decaying pace of like religious dogmatism and monarchy. So that's the founder of conservatism, is basically a Burkean conservative, somebody who wants to preserve what works and get rid of what doesn't. Whereas these people, in my estimation, they wouldn't be conservatives, they would be traditionalists, meaning that they want to preserve hierarchy and order and religion, regardless of how the world changes. And you'll see that in their own vernacular, where they'll be like, what has conservatism conserved? And basically rejecting a large swath of the conservative base because they view them as pro-gay, pro-LGBT, you know, and some of that race shit gets mixed in there too.
Yeah, I mean, I think to my awareness, most of the dissident right that's at least honest about their position. Now, Nick Fuentes and John Doyle's are somewhat hiding their power level, so they're kind of their own beast. But for those that are not hiding their power level, they will flat out say they're not conservative at all. They will say that they're traditionalist or something else. So,
yeah, there's actually there's an excellent YouTube show that I think kind of speaks to this mindset, and it's I'm Doing Great. It's kind of new, but it keeps blowing up in my feed, and they've already interviewed Nick Fuentes, they've already interviewed John Doyle, and it's the I'm Doing Great podcast. It's only got 8K subs, but I mean their views are killer. And if you're looking for people to just be like, yeah, I don't like trans people, yeah, I don't like gay people, yeah, I don't like modern conservatisms or conservative folk, they won't do the kind of like edgy banter shit, but they will say flat out, like, this is what I believe it because of my faith, and if you don't like that, fuck you.
Right.
And that's actually almost refreshing because they're just being honest.
I guess
That's refreshing. I don't know. I feel like,
I mean, it's better than lying, I guess. Yeah.
I'm so used to people hiding their power level that it's refreshing for somebody to just be like, yeah, like I'm a bigot. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
What's
I
up?
I understand.
Yeah. So do you guys do you want, I can go, but I just wanted to congratulate you on the thing. And then also, our good buddy Vaush. So I wanted to make this public. But Vaush was saying that he would be happy to host both of you on any of his gaming nights. That's what he said.
Okay. What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
And then he games a few nights a weekend. You guys jump into a group call, and then you call into it to the show, and then you guys have a conversation or a debate. And I'm sure you could set it up where you guys could be live at the same time.
pass. Well, I
it's
don't
annoying
want to
that's-
listen to a guy. I don't want to I don't want to have a conversation with a guy playing a fucking video game.
But Adam,
Like-
think of the content.
I don't give a fuck about the content. Like,
Well, and it's also just annoying. It's like, we've invited him on Sunday like 3 times, I think. And every time it's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to schedule anything. I don't schedule anything. Like, these are bullshit reasons. And they're bullshit reasons. And so now it's like, oh, we have to go mark out some other day in the week because we can never do the day that we normally stream. And we have to go talk to him while he's playing fucking Diablo 3 or Elden Ring now or whatever.
plus, we've read the 48 Laws of Power, and one of the laws is make them come to you. So if he wants to talk, he knows where we are. He knows how to
Right.
find
Well,
us.
Well,
We have our own Sitch and Adam fiefdom over here that we're comfortable lording over. So we're both
this
lords.
is-
You know that, right?
Well, yeah, but I actually it's funny. I took a edible gummy a few months ago, and I was kind of like tripping balls a
I
little
think I
bit.
say a few
talking-
minutes ago.
No, I wish. So I was tripping balls a little bit and talking to God and all that kind of stuff, and I kind of
Right.
reimagined
As you
like
do.
all of the drama of like the Twitch political sphere as like a Game of Thrones episode where like the House of Harkir like ambushes
Yes.
the House of Demon Mama, and like they
Oh,
just like, go
Jesus.
back and forth like playing into
Demon
the
Mama
dukes
would
and
not
the
be a house,
fiefdoms.
or I guess she'd be like a smaller house in the vassal of the Vaush lands or something.
Well, you don't think that she would at least be like a Greyjoy house, like out on the barren rocks, like
No,
you know,
she'd be
doing
like
Viking
she'd be
raids?
like the vassal of Vaush's fiefdom.
House
Right.
of Lol
All right.
Cow.
Oh.
There you go.
But and then the other thing that I wanted to gently push on was Sitch. Get into the debate sphere. You're fucking excellent at it.
Thank you.
You're so fucking good at it. Like,
Thank you.
I can imagine it. I know that it gives you a headache. I
Keep
understand
touching
you guys have a-
my testicles while you masturbate me.
Okay, so both of my hands are visible on the screen, but the fucking I understand you guys carved out a niche in a fiefdom or whatever,
Yes.
but I'm just imagining you absolutely wrecking the house on a panel, like even just once, try it. It's addictive.
A
It's
panel?
Like a Twitch.
That
a
would
Twitch
lower. That would
practice
he would
panel.
have to lower his status tremendously to step onto one of these fucking 9 people panels. Fuck that. Seriously. if
You don't
people-
like the wait? Do y'all
like-
not watch the Hippy Dippy?
Of course
the
not.
Hippy Dippy round table?
Fuck that garbage.
I've seen it.
Hell
I've seen
no.
it. I've seen it. Yeah.
I've
I was
seen-
listening to.
I've seen clips on Twitter.
Was it Hippy Dippy? I'm listening to right now when Destiny's arguing all the people about the transgender sports topic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
So
just- it's fun to watch.
yeah, Prime Kai does the Monday Reverie panel.
Okay.
Dylan Burns does the Friday Hippy Dippy. Hippy Dippy's the big show, and then I kind of describe Prime Kai lovingly as a Burger King parking lot knife fight. That's how I describe it. And then
Very lovingly.
no, lovingly. Like I went on the Reverie for like 6 months straight. It was fucking great.
Mhm.
And so anyways, I think you would do really well. So
But
No,
you got Connor. You got to admit that these 9 people, they're not like the personalities. They're real. People are really there for like Destiny is on the pan, or Vaush
Yeah,
is on the pan.
But Connor is correct in that, like, if we go on the panel and we just fucking become based in Red Pill and destroy some dumb idiot leftists, I mean, it would help the channel, sure.
Yeah,
It's
but
just-
we
Do we care enough? Do I care enough to subject
Listen,
myself
we-
to-
we
you
have-
will lose brain cells.
Yes.
But we have other opportunities like that we're literally turning down. It would be like, why would you do that instead of debating? Like, I've pitched you people to debate that would grow the channel far more than going on the Hippy Dippy podcast. But maybe it's just maybe
Listen,
you-
For the love of the game, Adam. For the
Yes.
love of the game.
Listen, Connor, if I change my mind and decide to go on those panels, which I'll admit, I listen to Destiny kicking a bunch of idiots' asses on a panel, and I'm like, I should do that. I will come to you and I will say, Connor, get me on the panel. Okay. You'll be
Okay.
the first person to know.
Perfect.
I'll let you be my manager. Okay.
Perfect. Like
Except
honestly,
it'll
like-
be for free and you won't get 10%.
but yeah, listen, it's there when you're bored and you're
Thank
like,
you.
fuck it.
Thank you.
I've been making stable cash for way too long now. I
Right.
need to risk it all by getting brain damage.
I mean, I'm not. Well, there you go. That's how I'll risk it. Yes. That's how I'll risk it.
how does it work? I mean, the reason why I don't listen, and I mean, I've listened a couple times, but it's infuriating because it's a lot of just nonsense. Like the people that keep talking keep just saying nonsense, and
it's a lot better when you're there. So when you're there, like I can't listen to panels because unless like I know and like a decent chunk of the participants, because I basically know, like you said, somebody can say something egregious and then hide behind the other 3 or 4 other participants on their side.
Yeah, so you
and
never
then
get a
walk
good back
away.
and forth. Yeah.
Right, but the chaos and the beauty of it is, one, when you have a decent chunk of heavy hitters, that's always awesome. And then 2, when you're there is if you are a heavy hitter or you can have fun and you can think on the fly and all that kind of stuff, if somebody says something that's a cancerous take, you have the ability to challenge them right then and there. And also, there's always like these spectacular moments, and basically this is one of those spectacular moments. Sorry, Joe Lewis, while I'm doing this, but Joe Lewis, for instance, he's a CRT guy. He's a teacher. He's a young black gentleman. He's very nice and tactful and all that kind of stuff. But there was a professional-looking young Chinese man who they were talking about like CRT and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I
and
saw
then
the
Joe
clip.
Lewis called him fucking white presenting to his face.
Right. But that's completely par for the course for CRT.
Yeah, but like, did you see? Can you feel the moment where that goes up like a fucking lead balloon? And so being there, imagine you just saw that, okay, on the outside, okay?
I know, it'd be great.
But if you were a participant and you were willing to take some brain damage, then you're there for the moment.
Right.
And you can be like, Joe, listen, I know CRT says that, but what the fuck?
No, I would just be like, I don't know why you guys are surprised. That is the CRT position. Do you not understand that? I mean, that's the problem. I mean, it's so weird about, like, you know, Vaush debating Professor Plowers. He doesn't realize she's taking the CRT position in that conversation, and he's taking the fucking libcuck position.
Yes. Yeah, that was infuriating.
But
I actually reached out to Professor Flowers, and she was very nice in DMs. But she didn't want to come on the show. That's, of course not. That's why I'm saying, Connor, like, we do pretty good on Sunday. Why can't they just come? Why can't we just debate on this platform? What's the matter? I can be world's best moderator. You can be my sidekick. We can both. I mean, we don't have to like two.
I don't know. You shot me in the dick pretty hard last.
We don't have to.
That's true. That's true.
We don't have to. Well, that was different because we were actually. Well, you were moderating last time, and we were debating.
Yeah, I was moderating with no.
But
power.
you did. But you did a no, which I'm guilty of. You know, glass houses over here. I'm guilty of it too. But you were trying to muscle into the debate, even though you were just the moderator. We would have to be, and we've kind of sussed this out over time. Like when people come on. I try to like fall back so we're not like 2-on-1ing people. And we did that, I think the best we have done on Sunday with Sargon. So, but the reason.
No, it was
I've been getting messages literally for like a week, maybe 2 weeks. Like as soon as Lotus Eater started putting out videos on Ukraine, people started messaging me. Oh, you got to have Sargon on. Oh, you guys got to talk to Sargon. So I just knew people wanted that. So, but I mean, who are the heavy hitters over there? Like we talked a little bit about this before. Like who are the heavy, who's the CRT person that we could debate?
Well, so I think Joe, so you're talking about people who actually know the leftist dogma.
There's the thing that, and I'll just be straight with you. The thing that doesn't necessarily gel with me on, and you know, I'm not speaking for Sitch. Sitch can speak for himself, because if he's interested in going on, I encourage it. Sitch, please go on. But I feel like there's a lot of people there that are just basically there for, you know, to build their brand. They don't know a lot about the topic.
Why would I go to do that?
Well,
that's the only reason, Adam. That's the only reason I would go on.
Yes, but the difference is, and you haven't let me finish here.
Is that the difference?
You haven't let me finish here. The difference is, like, we've debated Jangles famously on CRT, and I think Jangles is one of these people that's in this camp, knows nothing about the topic. He's just debating that side of the topic because it's a way for him to get on somebody's platform. And that's the thing that bothers me.
I don't think that's a fair characterization.
Well, we did a debate with a debate with Sam, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but they at least knew the fucking topic. Like that debate was 10 times better because we could actually engage because these people knew what they were talking about. That's just, I would much rather produce content that wasn't, waiting to speak. Will 6 people who have absolutely no idea what the fuck they're talking about blather on incoherently about a topic they know nothing about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but part of the
that's part of the charm.
I know
Okay,
part of the appeal from a participant standpoint is when somebody doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, basically pouncing on them.
Oh,
You
so-
shove your foot up their ass.
Okay,
Yeah, so
well, maybe I
had
have this completely wrong.
You
then.
have it completely backwards.
Sitch,
Yeah.
what's the next available slot?
Oh, I mean, Monday or Friday, I could get Sitch on like
I'm
this.
not doing it this week. But
I'm
listen, I
dying
told you,
to see it.
when I change my mind, you'll be the first person to know.
But I want to point this out though.
Yes.
Yeah, like so the appeal is waiting for the counterattack and building your narrative and all that kind of stuff in your head and busting out some sticky notes in order to write down your outline so you can basically have like a 30-second to 90-second like fucking uppercut to this person. The reason why that's so
Oh my god, do you like write out what you're gonna say
This
in
is
between?
fucking. This
yes.
is great.
Oh, that's
Fuck
crazy.
yes.
That's
No,
crazy.
seriously, no, I'm not kidding. Like somebody will say some wild shit and like they have like 4 or 5 points that are wrong.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I don't want to get distracted by my own train of thought or somebody interrupting me.
That
So
makes
I will
sense.
bullet point that shit where I'm like, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. Here's my counter argument, here's my counter argument. And it's just like 4 or 5 bullet points, and then I just hit him in like, 30 seconds to 90 seconds and then fucking throw an uppercut. It's fucking great.
Right.
So yeah, so you gotta think about it. But the so that was my encouragement. Vaush loves you guys, sends his regards. Wish I could have debated Sargon, but obviously you guys had to do your own thing, and it was beautiful.
Why don't you just reach out to him and like invite him on your channel and fucking?
Can I be deadly fucking honest? Okay. I want to maintain good relationships with everybody, but I also got some fucking beef with this right-wing shit where it's like it's not I say this whenever I talk about you guys. You are, in my estimation, what Sargon and Tim Pool and what the anti-SJW sphere should have been.
Thank you. High
guys-
praise.
No, you guys are exactly what it should have been, where it's
Thank
like,
you.
hey, we're liberals. We got some conservative sympathies. But here's where the left has absolutely lost its fucking mind. Let's call them out on their bullshit, right? But some other people were like, hey, liberalism isn't enough. I have to become a Christian nationalist or an ethno-nationalist.
Or a
I have to be,
monarchist.
or a monarchist or a dissident right person or something like that, or an Ann-Prim. And so I feel like other people have kind of like jumped way in the opposite fucking direction to the point that they're basically schizo posting online. But it's very successful. So that's where, for me, I feel like if I go into the right-wing circles, Sargon included, I can't play as nice as I would want to, but there's bullshit that I feel like needs to be addressed, I guess. So that's frustrating. So it's always a balance because I respect him. He's been in the space for a really long time. He makes shitloads of money doing it. He's obviously successful in this space. You want to show respect to that person, but you also want to yell at him because they're saying some shit that you viscerally
Yeah, but that's what we
disagree with.
do.
Yeah, but we have a long relationship going,
guess that's
so
true.
it's a different
and y'all
thing.
did
Yeah.
tap in and tap out. Like in the conversation, like if you were like wrestling or something like that, there was a thing where like Adam was like, hey guys, we're all friends here. Let's go at it. But let's keep it chill.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it was kind of like, hey, we were heated, but we still love each other. Catch you
Yes.
next time. So that's kind of what that relationship is needed, where I think
You'll just be a dick, is what you're saying.
No, I might not be, but at the same time, there's some shit where he's like, well, I don't watch Nick Fuentes. It's like, motherfucker, I watch Nick Fuentes, okay? Just admit you watch Nick Fuentes. It's fine. Watch Nick Fuentes.
I don't watch
He's
Nick
entertaining.
Fuentes. I mean, if Nick Fuentes
You
has
watch
a
Nick
debate,
Fuentes' show regularly?
Not regularly, but I've caught
No.
an episode or two, yeah.
I have not.
So-
I've seen clips. I haven't watched the full episode, I don't think.
Yeah, well, but this is kind of the point is
Because
like,
I'm not
I don't-
racist, Connor. You fuck. You racist.
Well, we've already been over this. I'm a little racist.
Yeah,
So
I know.
But the point being is just like I don't like the half in half out shit. If you're gonna tell me that you're not saying that, then just tell me what you are saying. You know what I'm saying? Like don't do that.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, don't do that shit where it's like, well, I didn't say that. Well, then just say whatever the fuck you want to say. How about that shit? So yeah, but
I'm not sure I'm following along, but
I'm following along.
okay, good.
That's all, man.
Sitch can always explain stuff to me later. It's great.
Right.
well, that's why he's the debate king. That's why he's going to be on panel shows coming up.
What's happening here? I'm a debate king. I've debated Vaush. I've debated Destiny. Sitch hasn't debated either of those guys. I've been trying to get I've been trying to get Sitch to debate Destiny forever. I want him to destroy Destiny on CRT.
That's true.
I can't destroy Destiny.
I can't.
On
No,
CRT.
you don't understand. That's not an. I can't destroy Destiny on CRT because then he'll just dig his heels in and then go in the opposite direction.
That's what he did to me.
Right.
Yeah.
I have to lightly convince him.
You're being very tactical because you're enjoying. Are you enjoying the Destiny arc? I'm enjoying the Destiny arc where he's like,
I am. I always enjoy the Destiny arcs.
Hey kids, maybe don't have casual sex.
Like, that was good. Whoa. Yeah.
Whoa, Destiny! What do you see?
What a crazy take! I know.
Yeah.
And now we have the transgender sports arc. So.
Yeah, that's fun. So, all right. Well, I am going to go take care of my family, but I did want to swing by, say excellently debated. Next time that you have a topic that I can assume on a Sunday that if you have a topic that I am even remotely interested in and I'm not going to be too annoying by taking up time, please assume that I want to be here before 9 p.m.
Okay, right. Sure. Just give us a list of all the topics that you're interested in. Just kidding.
If it's Vaush, if it's military, if it's Ukraine, if it's law enforcement, I want to be here.
Okay, got it.
Look at this. Bra Moment says Adam is debate lord in all caps. Look at that.
There you go.
A-team representing in the chat.
There you go.
I destroyed Destiny on morality. He's still in pain. What Destiny does when he doesn't know a topic is he just starts playing his game or reading or something.
Yeah.
He does that.
No. Well, we had a conversation, and he was like, "Well, you're saying this fucked up thing," and I'm like, "Well, for the sake of conversation, so we can move it forward, let's say that I'm not saying that fucked up thing." And then we kept debating. I felt like I had him in a little bit of a corner, and then he's like, "So you're saying this fucked up thing?" And I'm like, I'm like, we just went over this, motherfucker. I'm not saying that shit. Like, don't Kathy Newman me, Destiny. So, all right, but I'm gonna let you guys and your chat be what the anti-social justice sphere should have been. I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch you soon.
Take care.
You. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Go enjoy your family.
Family.
I know. Disgusting. What a cock. I mean, I love you, Connor.
What?
Anyways.
You did so good with Joe on Joe's show. It would be great to see you. I mean, I would love seeing. Well, actually, I think part of this is a little bit of selfishness because I would be forced to listen to this. And I'd be like, shut the fuck, all these stupid people, shut the fuck up. Let Sitch talk. Sitch knows this shit.
Right. That's how I feel. That's how I would feel.
Yeah, you'd be sitting there going.
Just be sitting there like, ugh. I mean, Connor's right in that there is benefit too, especially since, I mean, if you're some fucking another one of these, million leftist breadtuber assholes, you're just like another face in the crowd here. But if you're on one of those panels and you don't agree with the leftists, like they're dying for people to have, counter takes so they can argue with you.
Well,
and then you get to be like the star of the show.
Yeah, maybe it is a good move because we've definitely probably don't have any overlap with their audience, and those people think that we're something we're totally not. Like those people would fucking watch our show and enjoy it. They would. Well,
some of them would. I don't know if the commies would, but
oh yeah, obviously
kind of shit on communism 24/7.
The commies wouldn't, but yeah, Well, it is the interesting thing is that, like, if you could do a panel on critical race theory, because I'm curious how. I think that's what that one clip was on, critical race theory, right?
Right.
They would, you would demoralize them because
I know,
8 out of the 9 people will have no idea anything about the topic. They're exactly as I described.
Right.
And they'd be like, oh shit, James Lindsay just fucking joined the stream. What the fuck are we doing here? What's happening? We're all getting destroyed.
I'm gonna start pulling out the Gary Peller references and say, "Fuck you, race consciousness."
Oh, read the section that we read to Jangles. Oh, that'd be so good.
Right.
Oh, that'd be so good. Be like, kick him in the nuts again. Okay, now I kind of want to see this.
See, there you go. You've talked yourself into it.
I know. Now I just have to talk you into it. That's the hard part.
There you go. Anyway, I'll seriously consider it. We'll seriously consider
What's the holdup? It's
just annoying. Like,
apprehension?
I would be, because like, unfortunately, I hate to say it, I kind of have like the Vaush feeling. Like, I don't want to plan for it. Like, I just have to be in that right mood on that day, and someone's like, "Hey, Sitch, they're gonna discuss this topic." I'm like, "Oh, I'm actually interested in doing that."
I got to admit, it does suck. Planning for it does suck. Like when I schedule a debate, or even on the Thursday stream, I would schedule stuff in advance and I'd be like, oh, I don't want to talk about this today.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not in the mood to talk about this. But as soon as you get on stream, that feeling completely goes away.
No,
it just sucks because the stream is only 2 hours. And the thinking about it and that ruining is for like days in advance. So
exactly.
It's like
exactly.
It's fucking torture.
Exactly.
Yeah. Got to work on your brain to fix that.
Hi, you just listened to a clip from the Sitch and Adams show. If you like what you heard, you can listen to our live show right here on this channel on Sunday, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. And if you want, you can super chat us. We read $20 and up super chats on the show and then do a follow-up stream on the following Tuesday where we read the rest of the unread super chats and interact with fans of the show. Subscribe to this channel right here to listen to the live show or to listen to more of our awesome clips.